A lot has changed since the global pandemic began. Our world was turned upside down when we heard the phrase, "stay at home, stay safe." We adapted by staying inside our homes for months on end, wearing masks and avoiding large gatherings. But now that restrictions are being lifted and economies are reopening, we're left wondering what life will be like post-pandemic. For some of us, returning to normal may mean going back to work after months of working from home or reuniting with friends and family we haven't seen in a while. For others, it may mean adjusting to a new way of living that takes into account the lessons we learned during the pandemic. Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain: we won't be going back to the way things were before the pandemic. Instead, we'll be entering a new normal. So let's take a look at what life will be like in a post-pandemic society. The rise of remote work. The global pandemic forced many businesses to adopt remote work policies almost overnight. And while some companies are eager to get their employees back into the office, many others have realized the benefits of remote work and are allowing their employees to continue working from home. In fact, a recent survey found that 64% of workers would consider quitting if their employer required them to return to the office full-time. It makes sense, too. Remote work gives employees more flexibility and autonomy, which can lead to increased productivity and morale. It also allows companies to save on office space and other overhead costs. As a result, we can expect to see more and more companies adopting remote work policies in the post-pandemic world. This will give workers more freedom and flexibility in how they work, but it will also require employers to rethink traditional management styles and policies. The shift to online shopping. The global pandemic had a major impact on the retail industry, forcing many stores to close their doors and accelerating the shift to online shopping. In fact, online sales accounted for a record 21.3% of total retail sales in the United States in 2020, up from just 11% in 2019. This trend is likely to continue. In the post-pandemic world, as consumers become more comfortable shopping online and businesses optimize their websites and mobile apps for the shopping experience. In fact, a recent survey found that 79% of consumers are likely to continue buying online after the pandemic is over. This shift to online shopping has been a long time coming, and the pandemic has simply accelerated it. As a result, we can expect to see more and more retailers investing in their online presence in the years to come. This will benefit consumers who will have more options and convenience. But it will also create challenges for brick-and-mortar retailers who will need to compete with online giants like Amazon. The importance of health and wellness. The global pandemic put a spotlight on health and wellness like never before. From the importance of regular exercise to the need for a healthy diet, we learned that our health is one of our most valuable assets. This focus on health is likely to continue in the post-pandemic world as people become more aware of the importance of taking care of themselves. In fact, a recent survey found that 61% of Americans said the pandemic made them rethink the importance of health. This shift in mindset is already changing the way we live our lives. People are becoming more active, eating healthier, and taking steps to reduce their risk of chronic diseases. We also seeing more innovation in the health and wellness space as companies develop new products and services to help people live healthier lives. This trend is likely to continue in the post-pandemic world as people place an even greater emphasis on health and wellness. The need for community. The global pandemic highlighted the importance of community. When we were forced to stay at home and avoid social gatherings, we quickly realized that human connection is an important part of our lives. In fact, a recent study found that social isolation can have a negative impact on our physical and mental health. As a result, we can expect to see people placing a greater emphasis on community in the post-pandemic world. We're already seeing this trend in action as people become more involved in their local communities, whether by volunteering, attending community events, or simply spending more time with friends and family. We're also seeing new communities forming around shared experiences, such as surviving the pandemic. These communities can provide a sense of belonging and support, which is essential for our well-being. As we move forward, it's important that we continue to nurture our communities and the connections we have with others. The value of experiences. The global pandemic taught us that life is precious and that we should make the most of every moment. With so much uncertainty in the world, it's important to have something to look forward to, whether it's a vacation, a concert, or a night out with friends. Experiences give us something to look forward to, and they create lasting memories that we'll cherish for a lifetime. That's why we can expect to see people placing a greater emphasis on experiences in the post-pandemic world. We already seeing this trend in action as travel and leisure stocks rebound and people start planning their next big adventure. Whether it's a trip to a far-off destination or a staycation in your own city, it's important to make time for experiences that bring us joy. By doing so, we'll be better able to cope with the stress of everyday life and appreciate all that life has to offer. Adapting to change. The global pandemic has shown us that change is inevitable. No matter how carefully we plan or how hard we try to predict the future, there are always things that are beyond our control. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. We've seen this firsthand as businesses and individuals have adapted to the challenges posed by the pandemic. Some businesses have pivoted their operations to meet changing customer needs, while individuals have learned new skills and taken on new opportunities. As we move forward, it's important that we embrace change and learn to adapt. By doing so, we'll be better prepared for whatever challenges the future may hold. As we look ahead to the post-pandemic world, it's clear that we won't be going back to the way things were before. Instead, we'll be entering a new normal. A normal that looks different, feels different, but also offers new opportunities and possibilities. By embracing the changes that are happening in the world, we can set ourselves up for success in the post-pandemic era. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what life will be like in a post-pandemic society. Do you think we'll go back to normal, or will things change for the better? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share this video if you think it will be helpful to others. Thanks for watching and see you next time.